Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, and I am back with another episode of the No Comfort Zone podcast. So today's an interesting day. It's only 8:30 for me right now, and I'm headed into work, driving actually. And what's interesting about today for me is that the day started off really bad. All the intentions in the world to kick this thing off and to get into my No Comfort Zone challenge, everything was planned. Everything was great. I am like in the zone. Minute by minute, my day was accounted for. And guess what? Nothing went as planned. Literally in a really bad spot, because I've been planning on this moment to kick this thing off, and really what it came down to is all the things that I've talked about before. Procrastination, frustration, overwhelm. I was thinking about all these things I wanted to accomplish and couldn't even sleep the night before, and literally I slept past what the alarm said, and I never do that. It's amazing how this day started out. So I look at these challenges and I think of what are my opportunities. Now, I put this out there that I'm going to go through this challenge, and I failed the first day, but I really didn't fail. And I'll tell you why. I'm not going to beat myself up too bad. It's only 8:30. I'm going to start my day over. I have commitments and obligations and things that I need to do. But now the challenge really begins. Now I need to reprioritize everything that is important to me so I can accomplish the things I need to for my commitments and my obligations. And commitments are things that I wanted to do, and my obligations are things that I have to do or that I get to do for other people. And that's happening today. So I'm of service to a lot of people, and I have to make sure that I fulfill my obligations to them. But also, it's really important because before I put my head on the pillow tonight, I have to complete the task in my No Comfort Zone challenge, my own No Comfort Zone challenge, my reality check. And the reality that I'm in right now is that, I failed this morning, but I'm not gonna live in it. I'm gonna build momentum from the failure. And how am I gonna do that? I'm gonna start my day over like right now. And the reason why I'm communicating to you, why I'm actually broadcasting this now, why I'm recording it, is because I got into a moment where I'm like, you know what, I failed, and then I get introverted. No, you know what? Just be real, be honest, let the people know what's going on, that you want this big challenge and you did it successfully last time for 60 days. And it was interesting. The difference between then and now is then I was in a lot of pain. I was in a bad place in my life. I looked around and I didn't want my life to be in that spot. I saw the future and I didn't like the way it looked. And then I realized that I needed to change a lot of things about who I am as a person. And that's why I started to do these tasks. And then after I got to a certain point and I started losing the weight, started to develop some sort of a bank account, started to look and feel better, started to have better relationships, better employment. When I started to see these things, I decided to kind of deconstruct it, and that's when I created the platform. And then when I got a little bit deeper into it, then I realized some life choices that I've made a long time ago, I don't have to stay obligated to. My place of employment was one of them. I made a choice a long time ago based on the decisions and circumstances back then, but I've grown as a person, I've evolved as a person. And when I became aware of my surrounding and who I was with, I made a very specific decision that that's not the place I wanted to be anymore. It wasn't the sandbox I wanted to play in. So I wanted to change my playmates. And I went on a journey to do that while I was in this mindset of the No Comfort Zone the first time. Now, what's interesting, on the other side of that, 2 years later, where I'm at now, I end up finding myself in this place where I like the people I'm with. I appreciate the people that I work for. I like the service that I do. And I like the challenges that I face in an every day. And I like that I can actually apply my No Comfort Zone model to different areas in this business and watch the people grow as people, and watch the customers get happy, and watch the whole thing grow. It's a delight to see and experience and to be in this every day. We're nowhere where we need to be. We're so far from being where we should be. But we're trying hard. We have a process in place, and people are digging in, and people I think are passionate towards the end goal. But with that being said, I'm happy where I'm at. So I'll just tell you that getting up this morning was more difficult than when I was upset. And that's interesting. I've never experienced that before. Do you know why? The frog in the water, man. I'm comfortable. And I hate that word. I hate being comfortable. I don't want to be comfortable. I want to be successful. And success to me is when all of my people around me are at a certain level and they're not there. But I'm looking back going, well, I guess I'm okay, right? And I'm just being very sincere and very real and extremely transparent. My mindset needs to change, and I need to make sure, how is it for my people? How's it for my managers, my sales team, my finance guys, the guys in service? What's their life like? Because that's really what I need to focus on. And this no comfort zone blueprint works for that. It's specifically for that. And I do it throughout the day here and there. But like the previous podcast, probably 2 podcasts ago, I talked about when do I apply the blueprint? Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. And it's to help people, encourage them to get out of adversity, through average and towards success, to start thriving. And that's what this whole thing does on a regular basis. But unfortunately today I fell backwards. I fell backwards because I got up, had my mindset, and then all of a sudden, you know what happened? I'm like, you know what? I set the alarm for 4:45, and I was up at 4:40, wide awake at 4:40, ready to go. But because I wasn't supposed to start anything until 5, guess what I did? Closed my eyes for a minute. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Slept right through what I was supposed to be doing. And my whole life has been really just that. My whole life, from when I started being a professional car salesman to being a manager, a trainer, I was asleep. And it's terrible. I was asleep. You'd see me on stage, you'd see me, and you'd say I have a lot of energy and I'm all over the place. But man, I was not woken up. I wasn't aware of what was going on around me. I thought I was. I thought I was connected. I thought I had the heartbeat and the pulse. But the fact is I was never really working on myself. I was working on everybody else. And it wasn't until I made the commitment 2 years ago to finally work on myself once and for all that my life changed. And I actually changed the reality for the people around me for the better. What a magical experience that was, and I always talk about it. And here today I started off, best intentions. As they say, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Well, I did something wrong today. I fell asleep. Well, I woke back up, and that's why I'm podcasting now. So, here's my challenge. I'm going to start my day over. Like I said, I'm going to reprioritize. I'm going to reorganize. I'm going to get rid of all the drama and chaos of me feeling bad about myself, and I'm going to start doing something. And like I mentioned before, one of the other podcasts, a lot of people are having problems, and people say that, oh, I have anxiety and stuff. Well, yeah, I've got a little bit of that, but I'm not going to label it and say that I have anxiety. I got this nervous pit in my stomach because I screwed up today. And I don't want my rest of my day to screw up. I want to get momentum into success. So what do I need to do? I just need to do something successful. And yeah, that might be a to-do list. It might be taking a step forward in the direction I want to go. And the best step that I knew how to take this morning was I made my green smoothie. Spinach, pineapple, grapes, water, protein, ice. I think that's it. Mix that baby up, drank it. Instead of having 4 cups, had 2 cups of coffee in the morning, getting ready to drink my water. And those are the things I'm doing. Hey, if I can't do the things that I wanted to do with the workout yet, and I wanted to do the goals, which is really the biggest thing, is write out my goals first thing. I always used to do that. And I didn't do it this morning, but I did do them last night. Well, guess what? I have to go back and I have to figure this out. Okay, what do I need to do? If I have to lose 32 pounds, what's the first thing I can do to be successful for that? Green smoothie is going to help me there. What else can I do? I can I'm going to set up my workout time for later time, and I'm going to try to do it during this time and that time. Got my clothes with me as I go to work, just in case there's an opportunity. And I might need to work a little bit harder at night, because last time working out in the morning on an empty stomach, I was able to shed weight pretty good, and with a good diet, and I didn't even know I was doing keto, but I was doing keto. I don't recommend it for everybody. It's hard to think straight when you're like that, but again, I tried to get uncomfortable, and I started burning the weight. I think there's a better way to do it, but working out and drinking water first thing in the morning, I think is a good thing. Using weight training periodically, I think is a good thing. All that stuff being said, I'm on a path towards success, and nothing's going to get in my way until it gets in my way, and then I'll deal with it. So my hope for you today is this, that if you started off your day and it's bad, man, hit the reset switch. Just identify that you're having a bad day, acknowledge it, let it go, commit to the end, and just let, I'm gonna have a better day. It's gonna start right now. I am starting my day over right now. Even if it's 10 o'clock at night, it's never too late to start your day over. You're in control of your own life. All right, become aware you are, identify where it is you want to go and basically how you got where you're at. Make a decision on where you want to go and then take action. AIDA, baby. Hey, I hope this served you. I hope you have a great day. I hope you do get out of your comfort zone and live a life on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.